Hey everybody, we are here live in the studio with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue. Dan, how are you today?
Doing well so far, but today is early.
It is. It's early, and it's only Monday too.
It's only Monday of the second. We're past the first 4th of July weekend. We only had 5 missions. We're moving towards the second 4th of July weekend with 4th of July in the middle. It's going to be busy.
Yes. Is 4th of July typically kind of a busy time for you with all the tourists?
It is, and what we've discovered is that we tend to get people with a different situational awareness than our situation.
Yeah.
If this is not Central Park, it's not South Beach, it's not South LA, it's a very different world, and you try and apply the rules that work in these other worlds here, it doesn't function for you. For example, right now it's cold outside.
It is.
And if you're out walking your dog, whatever, you're going to worry about what I got on.
Right.
By
We're all about layers here in this valley.
Noonish, it's going to be 80, 85 degrees.
Right.
By 8 o'clock, it's going to be down to 50 here, but on the mountain, it's going to be down to under 40.
Oh my gosh.
And higher you go on the mountain, it can get below freezing in July.
Right.
And people don't know
People
this,
don't realize.
so they go out with not enough clothes, and they get in
Gosh.
trouble. And if they're mobile and able to walk out, no problem, no harm, no foul.
Right.
But if you walk your dog at 5 o'clock at night on a trail, and you're the last hiker out, and you break your ankle, you're not crawling out that trail.
Right.
And if nobody knows where you are, we don't know to come and get you.
Got
So
it.
one of the rules we'd like everybody to understand, whether you're a local or a guest, is tell somebody where you're going, when you're going to be back, and tell them to call 911 if you don't show up.
Absolutely.
You
Have
call
that
them.
accountability.
Call 911. We start to move. There is never a charge for a rescue. We never send anybody a bill. We're really happy if we start to drive out of the building and we hear, oh, he just walked out of the trail. Great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's go get a beer. As
Well,
soon as we
so-
lose the sheriff's star, the sheriff's truck, and a few other things, we'll go get one beer.
Oh my gosh. Well, so can you tell me a little bit about some of the rescues you had this past weekend?
Well, 2 hikers, 1 tuber, 1 ATV, and 1 kayaker. Well, the kayaker was actually 2 kayakers on 1 mission.
Oh my gosh. So a couple.
The 2 hikers popped out, both on their own. 1 on Vail Mountain, and that's usual. It's people miss meeting places, and then if it gets prolonged, we start to look for credit cards and things like that through the deputies.
Okay.
He popped out. The other hiker also just walked out of the woods after we'd been called, which is exactly what we want. We much prefer that to spending a nasty, cold, wet night in the woods.
Right, of
Wet
course.
would be nice this time of year, but we're not going to get it.
Yeah.
ATVer was riding his ATV on Tigawan Road, a young man, below 18, and he wrecked his ATV.
Oh no.
And 2 of ours were up there on a training, and they happened to go right by him and stopped, and we got
my
him to the
gosh.
hospital, and he'll be okay.
Well, that's good.
The tuber, people tube the Colorado. They sit in inner tubes and tow
Right.
an inner tube full of beer behind them. The key is to get out.
Yeah.
This one young man missed the pullout.
Oh no.
He didn't. He went past the Dot Zero boat ramp. That can be an interesting ride, and fortunately, he hit one of the islands on the Colorado and stopped there, and the backside of the island was shallow. Waited and got out.
Well,
But we had
that is crazy.
6 people in 2 boats headed down that way, just in case.
All right. Well, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about this. We're going to keep chatting with Dan about all of the volunteer rescues that he's been up to and that his team has been doing. We're going to take a quick break and then check in with Ashley for weather.